Hey, what's up? My name is Nick and welcome to Tech House. In this video, we're going to be comparing two VPNs, ExpressVPN and NordVPN. We're going to find out which one is best suited for you and if there's even a difference between the two VPNs at all. Let me start off by saying that all VPNs provide you with at least three basic functions. 1. They provide you with security. 2. They provide you with anonymity. And 3. They allow you to change your geolocation to make it appear as if you're browsing from a different country. So if you're interested in only those three features, then you can bravely pick any VPN out there and just call it a day. But there are differences. Some are faster, some are slower, some are geared towards businesses and some for personal uses. Some give you limits on the amount of users you can use, while others open up their doors and give you unlimited access. So allow me to save you some time and jump straight up to the conclusion and say that NordVPN is designed for gamers, people who want to have the best download speeds, the kind of people that would like to surf the dark web and not be caught. That is more what NordVPN is geared to. When it comes to ExpressVPN, I think it's geared more towards a company mentality, a luxury kind of experience where your support is priority number one and your security is valued above all. So if you're serious about your security and that is the reason why you're getting a VPN, then ExpressVPN is definitely the number one option to go. And if you are interested in just using the VPN for watching movies, downloading torrents, and surfing the web in the deepest, darkest corners, then NordVPN would be the answer. But don't take my word for it. Let's go ahead and jump into the comparison where I explain everything what I just said. And by the way, all the links are going to be in the description below. So let me go ahead and open up both of these VPNs and compare them side by side. And at this moment, I just want to say that this is not a technical analysis of all the features. I have done separate reviews of each of these VPNs, which you can find in the description below if you're interested in that. But let's go back to this one. Now, although these two interfaces are very different, the functionality is very much the same. ExpressVPN chooses to put one big connect button in the center, whereas NordVPN hides it in the top right corner and prefers to display the map as its main source of connection. Whereas NordVPN tries to cram in all the features into one interface so that you can have easier access to the settings, ExpressVPN went for more of a minimal, elegant approach. And when it comes to servers, which you can choose to browse from, ExpressVPN has over 3,000 servers in 94 countries. On the contrary, NordVPN has almost double the amount of servers, but in almost half of the amount of countries. The takeaway that we can get from this is that the more servers there are, the more potential speed there is. Say there is 1 million users and there's 5,000 servers. That means those 1 million users can be divided between those 5,000 servers. And if you have 3,000 servers, then the potential for those servers to get overloaded is higher. Whereas on contrary, where you have the amount of countries to choose from, it just gives you more variety from where you want to browse from. The way that you can connect to these servers using ExpressVPN is by pressing this location button, and then you're greeted with the recommended server list. You will see that some of these servers have a drop-down arrow, which allows you to select the cities of the country. And if you need a more specific search, you can go to the All tab and choose from the drop-down over there. With ExpressVPN, it really is all that simple. There isn't any hidden features that you can play around with. Whereas NordVPN has a lot more settings. You can connect by pressing one of the dots on the map, or you can look at the side menu to select a country which you want to browse from. Each country has additional options which you can access by pressing these three dots, and in some countries there are going to be cities, and in other countries there are going to be just servers which you can select. But beyond all that, underneath the country list, we're going to see a section called Specialty Servers. This is something that ExpressVPN does not have, and the additional features which NordVPN offers are Dedicated IP. This is a very useful feature. Instead of creating a new persona every single time that you connect to a VPN, this one creates one persona and then keeps that persona. This helps limit the annoying CAPTCHA pop-ups, and in some scenarios, like if you're using a banking app, this is crucial as some high security apps won't allow you to access their services if you're using it from different IP addresses. Then there's double VPN. As if a single VPN is not enough, NordVPN gives you the possibility to go from one VPN to another VPN. This will reduce the speed, but it will double the security. Obfuscated servers is something that you most probably will not use, but if you end up going to a country such as China, where the restrictions are extra strict, obfuscated servers are going to help you unblock content even from a highly restricted area. Onion over VPN is similar to double VPN, but instead of going from one VPN to another VPN, it goes over the deep web Onion's network through a VPN server. Then there's the final P2P server, which gives you the best speed available for peer-to-peer or torrent downloads. And a little pro tip, if you look really closely, you can see how loaded each server is. In my opinion, these specialty servers are the things that set the two VPNs the most apart. And if you like one of those features, then NordVPN currently is running some special offers. I'm going to be linking those in the description below. Oh, and no review is complete without a speed test, so let's do one right now. So the way this works is we get a base speed test of my network without a VPN, and then we'd run the same speed test again with each one of the VPNs turned on. My current speed test is 945 megabits. Let's see how well NordVPN did. To get the best results, I'm using the Nord Links protocol, and I'm also using the quick connect function to select the best server which is closest to me. And as you can see, I got 857 megabits per second using NordVPN. Now let's have a look at how well ExpressVPN does. The fastest protocol which ExpressVPN has is called Lightway, and with that you can see that we get 629 megabits per second. It's a bit slower than NordVPN's protocol, but it also was a conscious decision on behalf of ExpressVPN, as they consider WireGuard, the technology on which NordVPN built their protocol, inferior and not yet completely developed. So they chose to make it a bit more stable and, they say, more secure at the cost of a slight reduction of speed. So let me sum up this head-to-head clash of the VPN titans and pose this question: which one would I personally pick? Now, intuitively, I would go with NordVPN as it has more features and the faster connection. But in reality, I find myself using ExpressVPN more and more, just for the sake of simplicity and ease of use. Both of these VPNs are absolutely solid choices in 2021, but if I would have to give you a definitive, decisive answer, I would ask you this question: do you need any of those extra features which NordVPN has to offer? And do you really need that extra 200 megabits speed on top of your already existing 600 or 700 megabits? If the answer is yes, then NordVPN is the right VPN for you. And you're also going to save a couple of bucks here as well, because ExpressVPN is a bit more on the price premium. But if you want just a VPN that is going to do everything you need to do and to have a complete peace of mind of just having the best, then ExpressVPN is probably will be the better choice. I hope I have helped you make this decision at least a little bit better. And if I did, give me a like, maybe a sub. And if you have any other questions, I will be really happy to talk about it. This channel is for this reason. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below and I'll be very happy to answer. This has been Nick for Tech House, and I will see you next time. Cheers.